ever found yourself in a situation where you began to doubt a decision that you've made? I feel like that's a very common human experience. Parents today have faced many questions over this past year. Decisions like, are we doing the right thing by sending our children back to school in a hybrid model? Should they stay home to continue to learn for the rest of the year? And those really important questions have filled parents and grandparents with a great deal of anxiety. Of course, we always have those questions that our kids give to us. They ask if they can go and see their friends, and we wonder, is it going to be safe? Are they going to make good choices? Will they be able to keep distant from their friends and remember that we're still kind of in the pandemic? These are very difficult decisions that parents are facing. And of course, it fills them with anxiety and doubt, and they wonder, what is the right answer? Sometimes we find ourselves in our career facing doubt. Is this the right place for me? Can I see myself happy in this position? Is there room in this company for me to grow and to meet my professional goals, things that I want to accomplish in my career? Sometimes in our personal lives and relationships, doubt can be present. Is this person the one, the right one? Does this person who I love still love me? Do they know who I am? Do they respect me for who I am? And through this pandemic, of course, we've been faced with many health challenges. Is this the right treatment to help us to deal with this type of cancer? Are we making the right choice to help mom or dad to overcome COVID as they're suffering with that disease? And sometimes our faith, even in our faith life, our faith journey, doubt is present. Is God there? Does he hear me? Does he love me? Does he know my suffering? And of course, when we're faced with those spiritual challenges, our heart can become burdened with doubt. Doubt is a very real and constant companion in life. And our scriptures today invite us to acknowledge two things. One, that doubt is real, and it has an impact on us. And that it's important to ask the question of where is God when we are faced with the challenges of life. One of my favorite scriptural passages comes to us from the Gospel of Mark. And it's a story of a man, a father, whose son is sick, possibly dying. And in great desperation, he goes to Jesus and he says to him, "My son is sick. Can you heal him?" Jesus says to him, "Do you believe?" And the man's response is, "Yes, Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief." You see, doubt was very much present in that man's life at that time. But he refused to allow doubt to master him. And he didn't allow it to interfere with his relationship with God. And even though he felt that challenge, that burden of doubt in his life, he trusted in Jesus Christ. And he knew that Christ could heal his son and restore him to him. And I think that's a very real story. It's one that we can identify with. He's desperate. And at times in our life when we face desperation, that is the time that doubt enters our life. In today's gospel, St. Thomas is facing a situation in which doubt threatens his faith. Jesus appears to the disciples, but Thomas isn't there. Our scriptures tell us Thomas, called Didymus, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples said to him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see the nails in his hands, and put my finger into the nail marks, and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." We should step back for a second here and take a look at what's happening in Thomas's life. You know, Thomas was there. He was there, and he walked with Jesus. He ate with him. And he saw the very many miracles that Jesus performed. He loved him. And all of a sudden, he's out doing something really important, probably for the new community, for the 12. And Jesus appears to his disciples. And so when Thomas returns, his friends say to him, "We have seen the Lord." And I suppose Thomas was thinking to himself, why? Why would Jesus appear at that time, knowing that he wasn't present? And I think that he was hurt by that, very hurt, that he had been left behind in some way by Christ. And Thomas begins to doubt his relationship with Jesus, all that he thought he knew about Christ. Why? And every time those words played in his mind, "We have seen the Lord," it must have caused him great pain and suffering. And for a moment, it seemed as if St. Thomas would be dominated by doubt. "I will not believe until I have seen." We've all experienced moments like this in our lives. Someone we love or respect says something or does something that hurts us. Perhaps the church or a religious leader has said something that causes you to doubt your relationship with Christ, your relationship with God or with one another. And you begin to wonder if God still loves me. Is he just? Does he still care for me as I am? Thomas experienced that very same feeling that you and I face in life. But what does Jesus do with Thomas? How does he react to Thomas, his questions, his doubts? Does he reject Thomas? Does he throw him out of the church? Does he get angry with Thomas? No. He comes to him. He comes to him with love and understanding. And he says to him, "See the place where they nailed me to the cross. And do not be unbelieving, but believe. Believe that I care for you, that I love you, and that what I did on the cross, I did for you out of great love." He restores Thomas. He restores his faith and helps him not to be dominated by doubt, but to persevere in faith. And it's important because for the rest of Thomas's life, he'll be filled with challenges. He's going to face many, many challenges in his life, just like you and me. We are constantly facing challenges, and those challenges can lead to doubt. And doubt can burden our very soul, our hearts. But just as with Thomas, Jesus promises to walk with us all the same. We all face doubts in our life. It's natural. It's part of being human. Sometimes it happens when someone we love or respect says something, and it hurts us. It challenges our faith. But we know this to be true, that the words that Jesus spoke to his beloved disciple, Thomas, changed him and changed that doubt in his life. It cast out the darkness of doubt, and in its place restored the light of faith. And Christ's words to Thomas echo even today in our lives when he says, "Do not be unbelieving, but believe."
Thank you for being with us this morning, everyone, on this Divine Mercy Sunday. For those of you who joined our live stream this morning, thank you for being with us. Please join us again, and please join us this afternoon as we do the Divine Mercy Chaplet at 3 o'clock, and we will be live streaming that, of course, as well. When I was in high school, I had a lot of questions and a lot of kind of doubts and stuff about faith and about our religion. So at St. Clement High School, I used to pepper the priests with tons of questions all the time. And it got to the point where they saw me coming down the hall, they would just like turn the other way, you know. But except for one, there was one young Jesuit priest who always took the time and had the patience to answer my questions and to sit with me and to encourage me to keep reading Jesus' words and his actions, and to think deeply about them. And he taught me that it's okay to have doubts and questions, and that God gave me a brain to think about things deeply, and that, you know, having doubts was from a desire to know God more and to have a relationship with him. And that really stuck with me. And as time went on, my faith deepened. And it's not unlike the story of Thomas in that upper room, Jesus staying with him in his moment of doubt and not abandoning him, not criticizing him, but sitting with him and staying with him, present in that very difficult time. And, you know, they say that St. Thomas took the message of the Gospels further than any disciple when he brought Christianity to India. And you think about how difficult that journey must have been back then, and how maybe on his road, a very long journey, that he must have had lots of doubts. But how much strength did he get knowing that Jesus was there with him, present in his life, and would not abandon him even in those moments of doubt and challenge. So God bless you all. Stay well. Please stay safe, and join us again next time. Have a great week. Thank you.